We welcome you to Northwest Hendricks County on this Saturday night. Pair of non-conference teams, one of the better teams in 4A. In fact, third in the state, Westfield, taking on a Tri-West team that hopes to make some noise at the 3A level this season. Tonight's game on ISC and MyNDTV, presented by Erdl & Company. Benefit Solutions. Log on to erdlandcompany.com to find out more. By Forum Credit Union, helping people live their financial dreams for over 80 years. Innovative product services. Visit them online, forumcu.com. By Franciscan Sports Medicine. Visit franciscanhealth.org/sports training for more. By Galetco and Daily. Work injury lawyers. Learn more at indianaworkers.com and indymalpractice.com. By Indiana State University, where Sycamores continually shatter expectations and boldly represent. By Recruit Productions. You want to play in college? Let Recruit Productions tell your story. By Pro Team Wellness, we're changing how first responders, athletes, and adults participate in mental wellness. And by Wabash College. Visit Wabash today at wabash.edu. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier with you on ISC and MyNDTV. And Jan, for Westfield, they are rebounding from a loss for the first time this season. Now 11-1, knocked off by Brownsburg a night ago.
Yeah, Greg, a lot of storylines in this one. How's Westfield going to react to that first loss? Tri-West hasn't played in a while. Let's see how they react after being off for such a long while.
Yeah, wear and tear and then lack thereof is now a big part of tonight's story, because Westfield had to reschedule a major game with Noblesville, one they won on Wednesday. This is now their third game in the last 4 days. On the flip side, Tri-West was supposed to play Speedway last night. That game didn't take place because of weather conditions. Then I'll play them February the 7th. So we have a team playing their third game in 4 days versus a team playing for the first time in a week. How does that factor in tonight?
Well, we'll see. A lot of times when you've been off, sometimes you can be a little sluggish. But listen, I don't think so for Tri-West. What a great opportunity to play one of the top 4A teams in the state on your gym. You got to go after that.
With that, let's get to our keys. The game they are brought to us by Indiana State University. Jan, what do you focus on tonight?
Well, I think you got to have offensive patience in this one, specifically Tri-West. Second chance points and points in the pace. Lean a little more towards Westfield. But if Tri-West can pull up the upset, it's because they got second chance points.
Offensive patience, second chance points, and points in the paint. What we're focusing on for tonight's contest. We'll take this quick timeout when we come back. Starting lineups, opening tip-off from Tri-West High School. You're watching on ISC and MyNDTV. McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is caught.
There you go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh, my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
That is Wrestler! Wrestler! Whoa!
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds left.
Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it.
That's the finish. You get a layup taken and an and one. Fly ball. Out of here. There you see Shane Sumter in his 16th year coaching the girls or boys at Westfield High School. Here's his starting lineup, brought to us by Franciscan Sports Medicine. If joint muscle pain has you on the sideline, Franciscan Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Specialists get in the huddle to help you find the right game plan. Visit franciscanhealth.org/sports training for more information. Trey Buchanan, his third year as a varsity contributor, part of that first ever sectional championship team at Westfield 2 years ago. That young man you saw is Nick Book. He is a move-in by way of Oak Hill and New Zealand. 12 points and 8 rebounds a game for Nick. He has been a difference maker. Of note, no Charles Farrell for Westfield tonight. He's out with an ankle injury. So what is really kind of an 8-man rotation for the Rocks becomes a 7-man group tonight.
Yeah, and we'll see how they react. I think this is going to be huge. I think from a coaching standpoint, you never want to lose a game. But he's going to find out what his ball club has inside of him right now to get over that loss, have a short memory, and see how they play tonight, Greg. I really do.
With the Alan Parsons Project in the background, here is the starting lineup for Tri-West. Jimmy Sorgi, Drew Miller, Max Robertson, Landon Gardner, Wes Ford, their leading 5 scorers on the season. 7, maybe an 8-man rotation for Coach Doan's squad at Tri-West. Robertson is a really solid basketball player, leads them in scoring at nearly 16 points a game. They share the basketball well, this Tri-West. They average nearly 15 assists a game.
Listen, Westfield's really, really good defensively, so the challenge for Tri-West is be patient. I talked about that in the keys. But listen, here's what I think they can do. They can shoot the ball from outside. This is their home court. If they can get comfortable early, get some threes, be patient, get the lead, play with the lead, they really got a good opportunity here.
Tri-West comes in at 10-3, 3-0 in the Sagamore Athletic Conference. Their losses have typically come to kind of larger schools than them, namely Plainfield twice. Plainfield is the top-ranked team that Tri-West has played to this point. Simply put, Westfield is the best team that Tri-West will face all season long. Wes Ward will jump at center for the Bruins of Tri-West. Nick Book will have the honors for Westfield. Michael Sloan is our lead official tonight, joined by David Childress and Rick Norris. And thanks for spending part of this chilly Saturday night with us on ISC, My Indy TV. Those of you watching on IHSAA TV, Twitter, and YouTube as well, thanks for spending your Saturday night with us. Durante Morton, junior, averaging 6 points and 4 rebounds a game, had a quick touch. These are two teams that, again, it's not going to be a battle of tempo. They'll both kind of play the same way, and Book a pretty turn with the left hand.
Yeah, you talked about what a difference maker he has been. He's got great length. He's very, very good around the rim.
I had a chance to talk to a Westfield parent who's rather well connected in basketball circles before tonight's game, and Nick is getting some Division I looks in his first and only year of playing Indiana high school basketball. Played at Oak Hill Academy, and he is from New Zealand originally. Older brother currently plays at Missouri Western at the Division II level.
Well, listen, up until that loss last night to Brownsburg, the average defensively for Westfield was under 40, and now it's just creeped up to 40 because how many the Brownsburg put. That's how good defensively the Rocks are.
Yeah, the Berg put up 62 and knocking Westfield from the ranks of the unbeaten. Miller on the drive. Shot does not go. He stepped out of bounds trying to get the rebound, so it'll be Westfield basketball. Bruins scoring 59 and averaging 53. They last played 8 days ago in a conference win against Lebanon by 10. We'll see the Bruins again next Friday night on the ISC Sports Network when they play the school they call the team from down south, down State Road 39, that being Danville, their big annual rivalry game. Right idea by Book. Robertson got a hand on it, but Book scores, and Nick Book has been the difference maker so far.
He has, Greg, and that's too close. I just don't think Tri-West can continue to allow him to get that close to the rim. That's going to be a problem.
Yeah, Ward's got the height to match him, but not the physicality to match Book. Jimmy Sorgi, yes, Jim's son, as the former Colts quarterback. Corner three for Robertson does not go. Robertson, a 36% three-point shooter. Morton looking to go to work. Scoop does not go. Good job by Robertson to keep it alive, and eventually Sorgi will track it down. Here's Miller, second leading scorer for the Bruins at 10.5 points a game. Landon Gardner, ball in his hands now. Left alone, he'll fire the three. That does not go. And Trey Buchanan will grab the rebound. Westfield getting nothing but looks at the rim so far. Bucket is good by Morton. The Rocks out to an early 6-0 advantage.
Yeah, this is not the start that Tri-West wanted or needed, that's for sure. They need to get something right now.
Miller's runner does not go. That was a good look that wouldn't fall. And Westfield looking to kind of blow the doors off early. Lining this one up. Shot does not go, but Book keeps the possession alive. That was Will Harvey that missed on the wing three. Book just backs his way down and
shot.
Turns and scores, and a 30-second timeout taken by Tri-West.
Yeah, they just are a little slow right now. They got to match the energy level right now, the Rocks, and that's a big-time play like that. That's a D1 type effort. When they get the ball around the rim, he's the guy.
This 30-second timeout brought to us by Erdl & Company. Erdl & Company is a locally owned health insurance broker, and we partner with Indiana businesses to control medical insurance costs. Our physician-led medical team travels directly to your business with a mission of delivering preventative care, chronic disease management, and weight management. Contact Erdl & Company at 317-577-2777 for a free consultation. So we can get started now helping your group save money and increase profits.
Greg, I think you got to think about denying him inside. I don't know if you can play behind him. He's already shown real quick what he can do down the block.
Jan, it's funny, in summer basketball, we chronicle a little bit more now than we used to. But all of a sudden, there's this word, and juniors like, hey, there's a move in at Westfield. And it just has changed the dynamic of their team. Again, they were a solid group last year at 16-8, but clearly missed Braden Smith. Westfield's first Indiana All-Star on the boys' side and first Indiana Mr. Basketball.
Well, but he creates that now inside-outside game, which is a complete different dynamic for you.
Which makes Westfield one of the top teams in the state. They entered the weekend as Sorgi fires a three. That does not go. Westfield was number 3 in the AP coaches poll and Sagarin ratings again going into last night.
Wow.
Wing 3 is good by Caleb Wise. Wise, a 37% three-point shooter. Westfield makes under 7 threes a game, and they are out to an 11-0 lead.
And that's exactly what you want to do if you're Westfield. Forget about yesterday and come out and just regroup and come out hot. So far, so good.
Sorgi's runner does not go, and really there's not that many looks at second chance points for Tri-West.
And Westfield's owning the boards right now.
Good backdoor cut by Book, off the window and scores it. Book with 8. So part of the reason why Nick is in Westfield, how does a kid end up from Oak Hill Academy at New Zealand? How's he land in Hamilton County? His sister works for the Indiana Pacers. Moved in with his sister to attend Westfield for his senior year of high school. On the drive, Robertson shot blocked. Well, last night we had Carmel scoring the first 16 points against Pike. Their Hamilton County rivals trying to do the same, and Westfield turns it over for the first time.
Now, granted, Westfield and Tri-West playing a really, really good team right now, but they're flat. They've got to pick up the energy level. They've got to do things with energy, and it's got to start on the defensive side. They've got to pressure Westfield a little more than I'm seeing in pressure right now.
Mentioned 2 losses against Plainfield. Other loss for Tri-West against Danville in the semifinals of the Hendricks County tournament.
There you go.
Shot is good, and that is Landon Gardner, the senior, who averages 7.5 points and 3 rebounds a game.
Well, Tri-West can shoot it from outside. They got to get some rhythm going and get some of those falling.
A couple of the freshmen will check in off the bench here for Tri-West as Miller and Anderson about to enter. Book off the window, not that time.
Pushed him out a little more, a little bit better defense, got him away from the block.
Sorgi fires, that does not go. And Book the uncontested rebound.
Well, Sorgi can hit that shot. We've seen him hit it. He just got to get on cue.
Yeah, he's a 38% three-point shooter, is Jimmy. But all Westfield here in the early going. Harvey's runner won't get the and one, but Harvey to the free throw line, and let's tell Will Harvey's story a little bit. He has already made his college commitment as a 5'9" junior. He's going to play golf at Purdue. He finished tied for 10th in the boys golf state finals this past year at Prairie View. The Rocks finished second as a team in the golf state championship, and he is thought to be one of the top junior golfers in the Midwest.
We could only dream that, couldn't we? Good for him.
I can play the Burke Boilermaker course. They're not paying me to play for the team anytime soon.
That's right, man. That's awesome.
So Harvey entered last night's game, 5-8 on the season from the line, and You would assume that a kid that can drain him as a putter is going to knock down a couple of free throws. Drew Hafner will check in, and we can tell his story as well. That is Scott Hafner's son.
Yes.
Drew's older brother Cam, fantastic player at Westfield. These days plays at his father's alma mater at the University of Evansville after being the OVC Freshman of the Year at Eastern Illinois, playing for Marty Simmons last year. So again, 2 freshmen on the floor for Tri-West. It's a senior-laden team. Sorgi's 3 does not go. And the rebound corralled by Westfield.
Well, Westfield's flat out owning the boards right now. There has been little or no second chance opportunities for Tri-West.
Carson Melvin in there for Westfield as well. Give Morton the bucket and one. And again, Westfield trying to put the memories of last night quickly behind them. All rocks here.
Yeah, and I love the way they've come out. They look like they're loose, they're focused. And here's the problem with guarding Westfield. Who do you double? You got 5 guys most of the time out there that can dribble, penetrate, so it's really difficult for opponents to double anybody.
Yeah, to your point, again, Nick Book is their leading scorer, Jan. He's averaging less than 12 points a game.
Yeah, you look at their stats, you go, who's the leading scorer? Well, he's got 11, and the other guy scores 11, and besides that, it's all contribute.
There's one stat about Westfield that wows you. They've won every game until last night. That's the stat that catches your attention. And they have been so difficult to score on, and that's evidenced by Tri-West sitting on 2. Slip to the freshman and Anderson. Steal by Wise. Wise, runner blocked by Robertson. He'll track it down and then throw it off of Harvey. Good play by Max Robertson.
Well, but when you have the one stat defensively holding to teams to 40, that's a stat that does a lot of damage, and you don't have to have a lot of the other flashy stats.
Defense always travels, does it
You
not?
keep telling me that, I'm going to believe you. And you are dead right.
It's traveled to Northwest Hendricks tonight, let's put it this way. And again, this is a step up in competition for Tri-West. They're a good 3A basketball team, but Westfield's a top 5 level team in the state. Robertson misses.
Yeah, but you love these challenges on your schedule.
Correct.
I mean, they just make you a better ball club all the way around.
Melvin's runner does not go, but goes and gets it. And there's a lot of 2-sport kids in this Westfield team. Melvin is the likely starting quarterback for the football team next year for Jake Gilbert at Westfield. Rocks have had 5 different players score, and it is one-sided to say the least here in quarter number 1.
Well, Melvin averages just under 4, but he's a physical kid. He loves to go to the rim.
Only bucket so far belongs to Landon Gardner of Tri-West. Tri-West does have one more 4A school on schedule after this one. It's Martinsville. It's going to be a hand check foul on Hafner.
You never know what a ball club's going to do after being off for so long. You know, that's never a thing that you want as a coach, and they would have loved to have played before they played this game tonight, I'm sure. So they got to shake off some rust, but you got to do it in a hurry here.
That Speedway game that got postponed last night for Tri-West is going to be rescheduled to Thursday, February the 7th. That's going to be a foul on the floor, wave off the shot. Blocking foul against Durante Morton. And again, just the second foul against the Shamrocks, so no free throws coming just yet. Rocks have a couple of fouls to give here if they so choose. That's off the hands of Tri-West. Their second turnover. Going to get Buchanan back in for his 3-point shooting here. Will coach Sumter. Shane, 123 wins on the boys' side. Before that, 121 wins as the girls' coach for 7 years.
Well, he's clearly got this Rocks program where it needs to be.
On time.
Got it.
And on target.
Wow.
That type of quarter for Westfield. Rocks have a 3-touchdown lead after 8 minutes. 23-2. Westfield bouncing back and then some. We're back in 60 seconds at ISC and my TV.
Save big with Peterman Brothers. Get a brand new furnace for less than $49 a month and no payments till spring.
Plus, for a limited time, we're including a free 15-year parts and labor warranty with all new systems.
We'll also install it next day, guaranteed. or we'll give you $500.
See why Peterman was voted one of Indy's best, and let our family take care of yours like no one else can.
Visit PetermanHVAC.com to schedule today.
Brewer jams it home.
That ball
It
wiggles
went
in.
in and into the back of the net. A little fireworks in the first half.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Whoa, my goodness. 122.60 for Penn.
What a swim! Six of them.
All of our Tri-West broadcasts on ISC Sports Network this fall and this winter brought to us by Pro Team Wellness. At Pro Team Wellness, we're changing how first responders, athletes, and adults access, receive, and participate in mental wellness by providing quality and effective care from culturally competent clinicians. You need to talk to someone. Talk to us. Learn more by visiting ProTeamWellness.com.
Westfield looked very comfortable in quarter number one, Greg. Tri-West got to move the ball and get some things going here. They need a little run.
Well, frankly, because of where our broadcast location is tonight, we can pretty much hear everything coming from the Westfield sideline. And you could hear Shane Sumter telling his team, wanted a fast start, right? They got it.
Yeah, they did.
23-2.
And I really felt like that's what both teams needed. Westfield accomplished it.
Little 2-3 zone look here by Tri-West. Just trying something different, knowing again that the inside belonged to Westfield in the first quarter. But Book slides to new defenders. Ward will give the foul, and Nick Book will shoot two.
Yeah, they changed up to that 2-3, but Book moves so well in the paint. He's got great hands, and he just, as long as he keeps moving, they find him. That's going to be difficult, I think, to zone him in there.
So as Book connects from the line, tonight's game brought to us by Indiana State University, which has since 1865 been graduated the kind of outstanding Sycamores who go on to transform their communities. Book on the season, just 47% from the line. You wouldn't know it by those two free throws.
What I love about him so far, the first time I've been able to see him, he keeps everything above his head. Doesn't bring the ball down, just stays around the rim with the ball. Really like that out of the big guy.
Well, again, he comes from a basketball family. His mom played for the New Zealand national team. Third Tri-West turnover. Guess who? Book at the other end puts it up and in.
Yeah, he's just running the court. He's comfortable. They're finding him. He's off to just a phenomenal start for the Rocks.
If Tri-West does not get things going, our second half is going to be real quick
it is.
here in Liston tonight.
They're just tight, Greg. Obviously, they're playing against one of the better defensive teams around, but they are just tight.
Miller misses. Ward tries to tip it out. By the way, Kellen Dakin is in there now for Tri-West. He is a 6-foot junior off the bench. And already we're going to see Westfield start to go a little bit deeper into their bench in tonight's game. Rylan Roush out there now. So normally it's an 8-man rotation. One of those players in Charles Fair is injured and out. Westfield, knowing this is their third game in 4 days, might stretch it a little bit. Harvey's three is good. Harvey with 8.
Man, you're talking about clicking on all cylinders. Westfield is inside, outside, and just really, really smooth right now.
Baseline jump shot is good by the freshman and Ryan Miller. Miller averaging 4.5 points a game. You and I last saw Tri-West in their opening game of the season when they beat Cascade. Book slams it home. Book with 14, already past his average.
He's a matchup problem. You look at who they have beat, a big-time win against the Millers by 4. That was a big-time win in Sectional 8 competition coming up. And, man, I'll tell you, talk about two really good teams. And Westfield got the Millers their second loss by 4.
Well, Westfield got everybody's attention the first night of the season, and we had the game
Kokomo.
on ISC and MyNDTV when they went and won at Kokomo to start the year, 62-57. Westfield beat Carmel at home on January the 6th, 44-31. The game that will basically be for their league championship as Buchanan fires from the logo, and that does not go. But they will play Fishers a week from Thursday, February the 1st. Robertson hop, skip, and a jump. He's fouled, and Max Robertson will shoot 2.
Robertson's a guy that averages under 16, a little under 16, but he needs to get going. Good effort for him at the rim.
So as Robertson goes to the line, he is a 69% shooter. And their leading scorer, and finally gets one to go. I want to thank our friends at Recruit Productions. You want to play any college sport, let Recruit Productions tell your story and get noticed. Visit recruitproductions.com for more information. Hope you enjoyed the video off the top of the broadcast as Recruit was there to highlight the game at the Mill on Wednesday that saw Westfield win it. Last score of 58-54.
And at the Mill, as you said, they can win on the road at Kokomo, at Noblesville.
Hafner 3, that's a family tradition.
I would think so.
Hafner got it to go. I was telling a friend earlier, I was there in the building the night his dad scored 65 at the University of Evansville.
I can remember seeing it on TV. Of course, I got to see him in person a lot of
As a Noblesville grad, absolutely.
Grad, yeah.
Class of 84, I do believe.
Unfortunately, he hurt his ankle, or they probably won the sectional. He literally played the sectional on 1 foot and still scored double figures.
That team would have had Craig Hawley on it as well, right?
It did, absolutely did.
With the University of Louisville.
Yep.
Over and back violation. Book will check out as Morton will check back in. And Dad played at Illinois, then Evansville, then briefly spent time with the Heat and Hornets in the NBA. Older brother playing at the University of Evansville. They're playing at Drake, in fact, as we speak. Robertson pulls and left that one short. And again, it's one of those nights where nothing is going right for Tri-West. Again, they're a better team than you're seeing here. Again, they're 10-3 against a good schedule.
Yeah, obviously the time not played has not helped their cause at all. And sometimes that's exactly one of the things you fear as a coach when you have so much off. In fact, I think they may have had a couple snow days where they weren't even in school.
Correct. And that's part of the situation in terms of not playing last night's game. Hafner from the opposite corner. Doesn't get the same result. Fight for the loose ball. Tri-West comes out of there with it. But then Buchanan read the play. 5th Tri-West turnover. He turns down the 3. Morton off the window, no. Good crash by Wise, and he's fouled. And Caleb Wise will shoot 2.
Well, you're going to see Westfield just continue to crash the board, something they do incredibly well. As soon as the shot goes up, Greg, they got 2 or 3 Rocks just crashing the board. Really, really impressive attacking the glass here.
This is the 7th time in the last 8 years that these two teams have played each other. They did not play due to a COVID break in 2021. Westfield has won the last 2. Tri-West won this match when these two teams played 4 years ago. As Wise, who can enter the weekend as a 4-for-4 free throw shooter, makes the 2nd of 2. So an avalanche from the Rocks here in half number 1. Drive by Miller does not go.
And rebounding's really been one of the problems for Tri-West in this ball game. On both ends of the court, the Rocks have just flat out dominated the rebounding category.
Buchanan, Morton shot block. Robertson got a piece of that. And Book and Harvey both getting a break. Hafner fires again, not that time, made his first, missed his last 2. Nice feed, Sorgi. Back to Robertson, lays it up and in.
Give the assist to Sorgi. Let's see if that'll get him going here. They just need to get a couple back-to-backs going.
Are you trying to tell me a Sorgi made a great pass?
Yes, I am.
Family tradition.
A lot of family traditions on both sides here.
I told a buddy, I got some good storylines in this broadcast. I got some good notes to share on the broadcast tonight. Well, obviously not a night that Tri-West might want to remember as Gardner going to get whistled for the foul. You knew this would be kind of an uphill climb for Tri-West tonight, but didn't expect this.
Yeah, just certain things in this ball game for Tri-West had to go really well, starting with a good start, and that just didn't happen.
Roush to the free throw line and misses it.
I like the way that Westfield benches into this. Everybody's loose. Just really came out and just put it to them.
And how about this stat for the Rocks after tonight's game? They have one more road game the rest of the year. One. They are at home the rest of the way. Missed free throw, shot blocked by Robertson. He's had a couple of those so far. But Frank, this is kind of the competitive spirit you want to see from Tri-West. You want to see them upset about maybe getting a little embarrassed here on their own home floor. Wise commits the foul.
Yeah, there's no question. They're far better than they're playing right now. They just obviously are flat, obviously, from just all the times not being able to practice or getting the type of game experience that they didn't play in real well in the tournament we had at Hendricks County. Had a little flat spot there. There's a good shot.
Miller for three. On the season, 42% from three-point range. First made three so far for the Bruins. And honestly, I think you're just trying to make sure you keep this out of running clock territory for Tri-West. It was 30-2 to start the game. Sorgi applying the defensive pressure.
Well, all these situations you look at, whether you're on the Westfield side or Tri-West side, you're seeing how your teams respond.
Well, clearly you love what you've seen from Westfield. Roush, the left-hand layup, does not go. And rebound corralled by Tri-West. Miller spots up, knocks it down again.
There you go.
And he's got 8 of their 14. 30-second time. We're going to sneak in a timeout ourselves. Minute 36 to play before we get to the end of the half. It's back to a 22-point game. ISC, my Indy TV.
At Ertl & Company, we're a health insurance broker that puts wellness first. That's why our physician-led medical team travels directly to you. Preventive care, chronic disease management, and weight management all help your business save money on health insurance. Our experienced team is focused on improving your entire organization's health. That's why our clients report that 80% of their employees end up working with our care team. Contact Ertl & Company for a free consultation. Email us at info@ertlandcompany.com or give us a call with the number on your screen. Ertl & Company, your benefit partner.
Shot at the buzzer. She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Hello.
Did it again.
Hello.
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello. There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Back to live action as we come back. Sorgi, a steal, a left-hand miss, and Miller couldn't hit it. That was as easy of a look as Tri-West may have the entire night. Final minute before we get to halftime. Westfield led 23-2 after the first quarter, then scored the first 7 points of the second quarter on top of that.
Yeah, now what you kind of got to guard against if you're Westfield is not getting a little flat. Sometimes you get out those big leads.
Human nature.
All of a sudden,
yeah.
all of a sudden you're making some mistakes you don't normally make.
Next to impossible to kind of keep mental focus.
All these are challenges.
Especially when you're 16, 17, 18 years old, right?
Yeah.
Robertson got stripped by Wise. 6th Tri-West turnover. Here they call from 1 from the Westfield bench. Shamrocks have the possession arrow pointing their favor to start quarter number 3 as well. Well, chance for the Bruins to regroup at halftime. Westfield is trying to get back in the win column. Get to 12-1 to start the year. Morton sees Park, and he was cleared for takeoff through contact. Got it to go.
Went up with authority. Look, right there. Just kicked it in. Overdrive gear went up. Went up strong. I love to see that. Got the foul.
Gardner commits the foul. That is his second.
You mentioned earlier, he's a really strong young man.
He's just a junior. Book, Buchanan, Wise, and then Farrell, who we're not going to see tonight. Those are all seniors. So these are 2 largely senior-dominated teams. Morton connects. He's a 76% free throw shooter. Clock is on your screen. Bruins got to go quickly. Robertson fires, left it short, and that is the end of the half. Westfield walloping Tri-West here in half number 1. Rocks lead 39-14. Stay tuned. Halftime show comes your way next as you're watching on ISC and My Indy TV.
At Forum Credit Union, we know it's not always easy to manage your finances. That's why we post quick tip videos and infographics every month to help you with all of life's big and small financial decisions. Follow us today and access free resources at forumcu.com.
Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to indianaworkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't.
Shot at the buzzer. Got it! She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Brady, hello! Did it again. Hello! Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kind of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello! There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Back at halftime here at the home of the Tri-West Bruins. Home not being kind right now to the Bruins because Westfield is just well put together after losing last night. Rocks lead this one 39-14. Again, all of our Tri-West broadcasts this year, football, basketball, and folks are going to do some baseball this spring as well. Brought to us by our friends at Pro Team Wellness. At Pro Team Wellness, we're changing how first responders, athletes, and adults access, receive, participate in mental wellness by providing quality and effective care from culturally competent clinicians. If you need to talk to someone, talk to us. Learn more by visiting proteamwellness.com. Obviously, Jan, half number one couldn't go much better for Westfield. Your thoughts what you saw from the Rocks in half number one?
Well, I just thought they came out and did what you would want a team to do. Forget about last night, learn from last night, and come out and play like the Rocks have played all year, and clearly they have. Greg, they're so hard to guard. And for Tri-West to have an opportunity, a whole lot of things needed to go right. And the first and foremost was to come out and get off to a good start, and that just never happened. They were a little flat, and the Rocks were flat out playing on all cylinders.
On the flip side, this is not the halftime speech when you have your Jay Doan. We were worried he's going to be 35 at halftime. It's 25. How do you try to rally and win half number two if you're Tri-West?
Well, I think it starts on defense. Talked about that earlier. You're going to have to at least at a minimum match the intensity of effort that Westfield was given. I thought Tri-West's defensive effort was a little flat too. If you're going to get back in this game, at least make it respectable, start it on the defensive side and get after it.
We will see if Jan can give a Westfield-like performance in Wabash College halftime trivia. We'll do that when we come back. First, this for our friends at Wabash College.
A Wabash man, if we do our job right, it's the guy who doesn't check any one box.
I think it gives the students a large toolkit to be able to problem solve.
It's a place where young men can grow up and learn the skills necessary to go out and have an impact on the world after they graduate.
One of the great gifts that I got at Wabash was not a specialized skill set that was going to be applicable in my first job out of college, but it was really a commitment to working in groups, lifelong learning, and just a passion for life in general.
There is such a rich tradition of success and accomplishment here. When you think about all of the things that Wabash men go and do after they graduate, why would you not want to be a part of that?
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds remaining.
Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it.
That's the finish. You get a layup to take it. And an and one.
Shot at the buzzer. Got it! She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Brady, hello! Did it again. Hello! Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kind of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello! There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Back at halftime at Tri-West High School, all Shamrock so far in this one, the 4A number 3. They have looked the part tonight as they are thumping the Bruins currently by a score of 39-14. It is a staple of halftime, whether we're in Marion County, Hamilton County, Hendricks County. We're not far from Wabash College, so it's fitting we have a little Wabash College.
I'm feeling good.
Halftime trivia.
I'm feeling good. I really am.
You got a 1 in 4 chance. I like it here, Jam.
Okay.
Next up for the Little Giants, the team they call the team to the south. That being DePaul University. They play again on Wednesday. The Little Giants won the first meeting of the season this year. They also won the first meeting between the two teams back in March of 1903. What was the winning margin for Wabash in that game? Let me give you some options.
All right.
1, 9, 15, or 29 points. What was the winning margin for Wabash in the first ever meeting in March of 1903?
I'm going to say 29.
You were confident going in. You had every reason to be. The answer is D, 29.
See, I knew it. I just felt it tonight. For some reason, I felt it.
The Little Giants won the first of what is currently 228 meetings between the schools by a score of 45-16.
Pete Smith told me if I kept missing, I could phone a friend, and he would help me out.
That does not surprise me in the slightest. With that, we'll take this time out. When we come back, halftime highlights. Westfield leads it by a score of 45-16. Now this for our friends at Pro Team Wellness.
Pro Team Tactical at first was a company about rehab. It was about getting the point of injury to getting these men and women back to work.
We wanted to provide the same level of health care and access to firefighters that athletes are experiencing from middle school all the way to professional level.
We're getting our firefighters better care, and we're getting them back to what they signed up to do. They signed up to be firefighters.
We want to go to work. We don't want to be off. We don't want to be at home. We don't want to be sitting on the couch. We want to go to work.
They're getting seen. They're getting seen quickly. They're getting the best care, the best equipment.
They built this beautiful facility out here at our IMPD Training Academy. When the officers come in here, we've got our brand and our logo everywhere. So they're full focus. They're not sitting around waiting to engage with IMPD. They are immersed in IMPD, and they are part of our family.
We plan on servicing all fire departments, all EMS, all police departments throughout the state of Indiana.
Jackson takes the handoff, throws the deep ball. He's got a man. Catch made. Rolling, throwing, has a man. First down, the grab by Cyrus. Billingsley keeps. Billingsley spins away from the tackle. Still going. Touchdown, Snyder. Got fouled. Got the dunk. Got the poster. And gets the highlights. Now he takes the look away. And he puts it away. First half highlights rolling through as we speak. As they do that, I'll go through scoring quickly for Westfield. Nick Book, 14. Will Harvey, 8. Durante Morton, 8. 4 for Caleb Wise. 2 for Carson Melvin. 3 for Drew Hafner. For Tri-West, 8 for freshman Ryan Miller. 4 for Max Robertson. 2 for Landon Gardner. That's it. So, I guess keys and objectives, Jan, for both of these two teams. If you're Coach Sumter, what do you want to see from Westfield already stake to a 25-point lead?
Well, I think, come out with some intensity. Don't be scoreboard watching. That's not what's going to make you a better team. What's going to make you a better team is what you do, not what the score is right now. And I think that's what they talked about. He was not overly happy at that timeout. Felt like they didn't guard a couple times there down the court. So they talked about stay with the intensity that got you this big lead.
And again, if you're Jay Doan and Tri-West, you have aspirations of winning a sectional and playing deeper into March in terms of 3A. Simply put, you're not going to play a team this good the rest of the year. You're just not. So you can, as a coach, you can kind of flush this one quickly, but you don't want your kids thinking like that.
Right.
What do you want to see from your Bruins in half number 2?
Just effort. I want to see 125% effort on the floor after balls, winning 50-50 balls. Listen, if you can't shoot tonight, so be it. But you can get after it defensively. You can get on the floor. You can do all the hustle type stuff. And if you do that, you'll get some scores in the process.
All right, with that, we'll go to a final timeout. Third quarter action comes your way next. We just showed you highlights of what looks like a Westfield win. We also have highlights from Wednesday's win at the Mill. Sorry, Jam. Here's more from our friends at Recruit Productions.
Jam's at home.
That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net.
A little fireworks in the first half.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Whoa, my goodness. 122-6-0 for Penn.
What a swim! Six of them.
Shot at the buzzer. Got it! She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Brady,
hello!
Did it again.
Hello!
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello! There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Want to take this moment to thank our tremendous ISC Sports Network crew. Thanks to Dalton Cox, Daryl Tibbs, Alex Laverne. Thanks to Kyle Donlin and Vince Morales. And we always appreciate the guys in the truck, but especially when the temperature's like -aught or something like that outside. So guys, job well done. Thank you very much.
Let's see who wins this first 2 or 3 minutes. If I'm Tri-West, I want little mini victories here. Come out and win the first couple of minutes.
Trey Buchanan's been very much in distributor role for Westfield tonight. He has yet to score for the Shamrocks. Averages 11 points a game. Harvey made a couple of threes. 8-man rotation so far for Coach Sumter. Speaking of Buchanan, there's that first bucket. Give the assist to Book. And Buchanan a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Well, when you got a guy that can score and see the floor and just make those types of passes, he does so many more things, Greg, than just scoring. Wow.
It's been a big week for Trey's dad. Got to see his son play 3 times in 4 days and help swing a trade for Pascal Siakam for the Sixers. His father, Chad, is the general manager for the Indiana Pacers, and he is here watching the game as we speak. Had a chance to catch up with him before tonight's game. The lead has been as many as 30 for Westfield. Good find by Sorgi. Robertson lines up a 3, misses that one. Gardner fires and almost banked that one in. So far, just 5 field goals for Tri-West. Wise for 3, yes sir. Caleb Wise, his second made 3.
Just continue to have really good spacing. The Rocks see the floor, but when you have great spacing, you have a target to pass through.
5 made 3s so far for Westfield. Good find by Sorgi. Those closeouts come a little bit quicker than probably Tri-West is used to. And this will make Tri-West better as the season goes along.
Yeah, I've always believed that when you can play really good competition, it may come at sometimes consequences of a loss, but it will ultimately make you better. There you go.
Sorgi, if it starts raining in here, blame him, as he got that one from the rafters, and that is the third made three for Tri-West. First bucket for Jimmy, who averages 8 points and 3 rebounds a game. Hand check foul on Ward. Ward is the only non-senior starter for this Tri-West team. Just picked up his third foul. And again, 6'8", but kind of tough to match the physicality of Book on the low block in tonight's game. Buchanan on the drive, no. Ward, the hustle. Tri-West. I don't think a comeback's in the card for the Bruins tonight, but you're just trying to win the second half.
Yep. Well, we're getting to see right now that stat of how well this defense plays game in and game out. It's consistent. It's tough. They just stay, for the most part, man-to-man in your face. They're as advertised defensively.
Gardner a miss. Morton the rebound.
And the other key is they just are flat out owning the boards right now.
Wise for three. Not that time. Morton out jumps Robertson. Westfield, you said spread the wealth. They've done that. And Wise gets the friendly roll. He's got 10. Wise averaging 6 points a game. 6 players average 6 or more for the Shamrocks. And one of those not playing tonight in Farrell. Ward lines up a 3. That one does not go. Ward, 6 of 12 from three-point range coming into tonight's game. Buchanan gets downhill on the scoop, no. Robertson. Sorgi, not that time. Just the one made 3 for Sorgi so far in the half. Ward swats it away, but couldn't maintain possession. And Book was a dominant factor early.
Tough angle there.
Good move, though.
I tell you, it is. He's got that fall away. A lot of big men don't have that fall away in their arsenal. He sure does.
And there's a 3 by Miller. Drew Miller, the triple. 30-second timeout taken by Tri-West. This 30-second timeout presented by Franciscan Sports Medicine. If joint muscle pain has you on the sideline, Franciscan Health, orthopedic, and sports medicine specialists get in the huddle to help you find the right game plan. Visit franciscanhealth.org/sports training for more information.
Well, we've highlighted Book in so many different ways. We've seen the fall away, which is really, really a good shot. Tough to shoot, but he does as well as anybody. Sees the court so well as a big man. Just a great passer.
It's like he's played at a really high level or comes from a basketball family.
Boy, yeah. All the above.
Right.
Yeah, all the above. And clearly this team's so unselfish, just always looking to make that extra pass.
And let's face it, you know, we get to see Kokomo on a regular basis with Flory Badunga, Addix on a regular basis, Desmond Briscoe, LN with Miller and McGrew. There are not many players that have a post presence like that. So add Westfield into that mix.
No question.
Fishers is like that too with Keenan Garner, you know, and again, you'll see them next Saturday night when they play Carmel.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to them.
Buchanan 3, no. The younger Miller and Ryan in the game now for Tri-West, and there is Book's first bucket of the half.
And see that little touch? A lot of guys get that shot blocked, but he has such great elevation on that shot.
Speaking of the younger Miller, Ryan made 2 threes in the first half. Doesn't make this one. Hafner made 1. He's back in there now for Westfield. He is normally the 8th man in the 8-man rotation. The flop warning. Book the reverse. Pretty. Nick Book with 18. And again, we are more on running clock watch than we are comeback watch at this juncture. We had that in last night's game between Pike and Carmel. Carmel won that one by 30.
Carmel getting a little better, aren't they, Greg?
They are. Now 5-9. Again, Westfield beat them 2 weeks ago, 44-31. Sorgi just backs his way down, but couldn't finish. Westfield has a double-up weekend next weekend at home. Play Avon and Victory College Prep. Book 3, and that turns the faucet on. So
Wow.
Book with 21, and in the end of the third quarter and fourth quarter will go by in rapid fashion.
Is there anything Book has not done tonight? Have we mentioned that he can step out and shoot the three?
I've not seen him mop the floor. He might do that at some point in time. So he's got 21. Backdoor cut by Miller, missed it. Tips the rebound. I think Buchanan touched it last. He did. Out of bounds, and again, the clock is rolling. That is on purpose. We'll stop it for quarter break. We'll stop it on timeouts for foul shots, but now on plays like this from an inbound standpoint, clock will continue to run. Book and Morton will sit. Rylan Rauch back in the contest. His dad's sitting right behind us, former head coach at Westfield. Miller's shot does not go. This is, again, a night that Tri-West is going to want to just kind of put away quickly. Buchanan 3, no. And then a foul against Harvey. And it's not been a great night for Trey, but he picked a good night to have a bad night because it's not been a problem. So Gardner will come on. Wise will come back. Buchanan will have a seat. Buchanan had 15. Book had 13 in the victory against Noblesville on Wednesday night.
Have you seen Westfield before tonight, Greg?
This is the first time this year as Miller got it to go.
Yeah, my first opportunity. I've kept my eye on them, kept my eye on the stats. Boy, they are the real deal.
And knocked from the rank the unbeatens last night against Brownsburg, but clearly one of the best teams in the state. You can see that tonight.
I'm taking a wild guess. The Mill comes sectional time. It's going to be rocking with Fishers, Westfield, Carmel, Noblesville, Zionsville. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Southeastern playing pretty well now?
Yeah, 3 of the top 7 or 8 teams in the state in terms of Fishers, Westfield, Noblesville. Noblesville has 2 losses, and they're both the 2 I just mentioned, Fishers and Westfield. Obviously, the Shamrock's going to hold for 1 here. There's some young men for Westfield who got to play in the JV game that know their time's about to happen here in the varsity contest. Melvin on the take, no. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, missed that one too, and that will be the end of the quarter. But Westfield going to put this one in the win column with 8 minutes left to go. 55-22 they lead on ISC for my Indy TV.
Never let the world dictate who you are, what your why is. Failure isn't possible as long as you believe in your why. This adventure is yours. Create it. Make it yours. Make it powerful. Make it count. Create your own adventure. S-V-I-D.
Brewer jams it home. That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net. A little fireworks in the first half.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Whoa, my goodness. 122-6-0 for Penn.
What a swim! 6 of them.
Tonight's game brought to us by Galitko and Daly. Turn to experienced lawyers for help at Galitko and Daly PC. Our passionate goal is to bring the power of the law to meet the needs of the injured and those that have suffered medical harm. Learn more at IndianaWorkers.com and IndyMalpractice.com. In a 33-point game, but it got to 35, so we are in running clock territory here in quarter number 4. And Tri-West is a good team. They're 10-3, but again, what you're seeing is the difference in being a really good 3A team and in being one of the best 4A teams in the state. 3 from the wing does not go for Miller.
Yeah, and you mentioned a couple of times without one of their key players in Farrell as well.
And again, let's be honest, Jan, you saw a similar scenario 2 weeks ago between Danville and Avon. Danville is one of the best 3A teams in the state. Avon, solid in 4A, but not a top 10 or top 20 team. Avon won by 27.
Yeah, Avon They flat out played on all cylinders that night. Really played well.
Hafner off 1 foot pretty. Drew averaging just under 2 points a game. He's got 5. And that's going to be over and back.
Yep.
Just kind of a casual turnover by Tri-West. In Tri-West at Danville next Friday night. We'll have that one free stream on ISCSportsNetwork.com. They'll also host Greencastle here next Saturday. Westfield will play Avon at home. And
that'll be interesting.
They'll host Victory College Prep. And again, Avon, the somewhat surprise winners of the Hendricks County Tournament. Their first one in 11 years when they won that 2 weeks ago. Melvin turns, left it short, but goes and gets it and scores.
Stayed strong.
Carson Melvin with 4. Again, the bench going to start to empty early here for Westfield. And just your 3rd game in 4 nights. No need to tax the starters any further. Drew Miller was 7. Hafner turns down the 3, takes the 15-footer, and as you can tell, shooting is in the Hafner DNA.
Well, listen, and the more he can get his confidence as a young guy, he's certainly got the DNA. He's going to do nothing but help an already stacked ball club.
Robertson just backs his man down. It's been a tough night for Robertson. Again, Robertson is a good player, averages 16 a game, but just 4 tonight. Harvey got fouled, and we'll see free throws coming up.
Harvey, he's got some quickness to him. He gets that ball, he's not afraid to take it to the rim.
Plays a sport where quickness isn't necessarily a good thing when he's not playing basketball. But to Harvey's credit, and he didn't pick up a basketball in about 5 months. I mean, he was playing junior golf events all summer long. In fact, he won an AJGA tournament in Ann Arbor in July. I'm looking up stats. I normally look up for the Dye Invitational about Will when I'm prepping for this game yesterday.
You have to go over to the golf stats.
Tonight's game presented in part by Indiana State University, where 69% of graduates choose to live, work, and thrive right here in Indiana. Legends wear blue.
And I'm going to take a wild guess that he started golfing at about age 1, maybe.
It's usually where it begins. Melvin gets the rebound and scores.
Boy, he just showing his physicality.
And he's a quarterback.
Yeah.
4 points and 4 rebounds a game. Brody Sutton going to check in next dead ball. Gardner from 16, no. Melvin just backs his man down and scores again. Melvin with 8.
Well, he's just going to keep adding to that total until somebody stops him because he's just physical in his way right to the rim.
And there's really only kind of one more guy to put it off the bench for Westfield. And they do not play usually more than 8, and they've kind of gone deeper than that tonight. Runner by Harvey, no. Gardner couldn't hang on to it. Sorgi, a trailer 3, missed that one. He made 1 in the 3rd quarter, but it's going to be last touch by Westfield. So Jalen Malone will come on.
Here comes the line change.
Brody Sutton will come on. And so these are all, for the most part, young men that get to see some time on the junior varsity as well. And a blocking foul called. As you can tell, the clock remains rolling with 4:05 left to go on this one.
Well, things don't get a lot easier for Tri-West because they have to go right back to Danville, team they've already lost to. So they got to regroup a little bit here.
Ryan Hunsucker wearing number 23. It's going to be a jump ball. Yep. And the arrow points to Westfield.
Yep.
And as you always like, the guys on the bench that normally play are cheering like heck for the guys that are JV kids or kind of end-of-the-bench kids. Now Tri-West will start to empty their bench as well.
Well, that clock starts running, and it goes quick, don't it? We're down to halfway through the 4th quarter.
Jack Oldham will come on. Aiden Young will enter. Caden Murphy. Kellen Dakin. And Parker Anderson all in the game. Well, this one was never in doubt. Again,
No.
we kind of knew it would be an uphill climb for Tri-West. Didn't think it was going to be this tonight.
Yeah. I think the real key was to see how Westfield would come out after that loss, and they just flat out came out ready to play.
Fight for the loose ball. Bucket up and in by Malone.
And you know what that kind of tells you as well, Greg? Look how well Brownsburg obviously played to beat a team like this. They pulled off a really big win last night.
Another substitution awaits for Tri-West if given the opportunity. Eli Morgan set the check in. Eli played in the junior varsity game as well, which was won by Westfield. Shot blocked, out of bounds to Tri-West. Westfield 12-1 again, kind of the highlights left of their schedule. Again, the game at Fishers is massive.
Oh, my.
That is for the conference championship on February the 1st.
Yeah, with that loss last night to Brownsburg, Westfield's going to have to beat Fishers to tie for the conference.
Franklin Central, who are the runners-up in the Marion County tournament, led by sophomore E.J. Hazlitt. 3 by Oldham is good.
And that will be at Fishers. You think that place will be rocking? Whoa, that'll be full.
So to be honest with you, I think I'm not sure there's much more than a loss on that schedule for Westfield. They're going to have a sparkling record going to the postseason. And they ended a century-long sectional drought when they beat Carmel in the final 2 years ago. Steal by Oldham. Just the 5th Westfield turnover. Fewest points that Westfield gave up in a game this year, 25. That has been surpassed. Foul coming. And free throws coming here as well for Caden Murphy, which will stop the clock.
Yeah, we talked about their defensive average. This won't do anything to hurt that.
Free throw left short. But Sutton guilty of the foul. And more than a few folks starting to make their way to the exits here. It'll be an early night for the janitorial staff here at Tri-West. Just want to see your kids run your set here.
Yeah, and Westfield has just been, regardless who's playing, Greg, everybody's moving, everybody's participating. That's this team is clearly bought in. I mean, just everybody plays a certain way.
And Coach Sumter clearly said, "Hey, just run the offense. No need for anything else. Westfield's done enough. Yeah, they're not going to shoot this. Or if they do, somebody's running a lot on Monday.
I don't think I'd want to be that guy, right?
No. Yeah, enough's enough at this point in time. It was a 30-point game in the second quarter. We got to the running clock at the end of the third quarter, and this one over early at Tri-West tonight. Number 3 Westfield bounces back in a big way, 68-27. Stay tuned. Post-game coverage comes your way next on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Save big with Peterman Brothers. Get a brand new furnace for less than $49 a month and no payments till spring.
Plus, for a limited time, we're including a free 15-year parts and labor warranty with all new systems.
We'll also install it next day, guaranteed, or we'll give you $500.
See why Peterman was voted one of Indy's best and let our family take care of yours like no one else can.
Visit PetermanHVAC.com to schedule today. Shot at the buzzer. She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Hello!
Did it again.
Hello!
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello! There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at IndianaWorkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to IndianaWorkers.com, a division of Galitco and Daly. We go to work when you can't.
At Forum Credit Union, we help members plan for life's major milestones. Our team of wealth advisors work with members at every stage, from changing jobs and 401ks to creating wealth plans for future generations. Learn more at forumcu.com.
Jackson takes the handoff, throws the deep ball. He's got a man. Catch made. Rolling, throwing, has a man. First down, the grab by Cyrus. Billingsley keeps. Billingsley spins away from the tackle. Still going. Touchdown, Snyder. All Westfield tonight. They scored the first 13 points of the game. They led by 21 at the end of the first quarter. It got to 30 in the second quarter. We turned the running clock on late in the third quarter. Again, we knew it'd be a bit of an uphill battle for Tri-West. As Mel Brooks once said, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. 68-27, Westfield wins. Again, if you're Tri-West, I think they don't even have tape anymore, but you delete the hard drive after this one. If you're Westfield, you know it's going to be kind of a tough haul, to get 3 games in 4 days. You're disappointed you lost to Brownsburg. Beating Noblesville is big. Coach Sumter Shamrock's going to be just fine.
I think they're going to be more than just fine. Book was impressive. My opportunity to see him for the first time, and he is really, really good.
I will say this. It is rare that a young man has a chance to play 1 year in Indiana and be an Indiana All-Star. I think he's going to do it. I mean, because, again, there's only so many guys of his size with his skill set. He had 21 points tonight in limited minutes. Very impressed by him, and you can see why he is such a difference maker for this team.
Yeah, I completely agree. You and I both have seen a lot of really good big men this year, and he fits right in with all of them. But he continues what he's doing. I will be shocked if he's not considered, that's for sure.
Westfield now 12-1. Tri-West falls to 10-4. We'll take this 60-second break. We'll come back and break down the scoring of tonight's game when we return to Tri-West. All Shamrocks tonight on ISC and My Indy TV.
At Ertl & Company, we're a health insurance broker that puts wellness first. That's why our physician-led medical team travels directly to you. Preventive care, chronic disease management, and weight management all help your business save money on health insurance. Our experienced team is focused on improving your entire organization's health. That's why our clients report that 80% of their employees end up working with our care team. Contact Ertl & Company for a free consultation. Email us at info@ertlandcompany.com or give us a call with the number on your screen. Ertl & Company, your benefit partner.
Shot at the buzzer. She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Hello!
Did it again.
Hello!
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello! There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at IndianaWorkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to IndianaWorkers.com, a division of Galitco and Daly. We go to work when you can't.
At Forum Credit Union, we help members plan for life's major milestones. Our team of wealth advisors work with members at every stage, from changing jobs and 401ks to creating wealth plans for future generations. Learn more at forumcu.com.
Save big with Peterman Brothers. Get a brand new furnace for less than $49 a month and no payments till spring.
Plus, for a limited time, we're including a free 15-year parts and labor warranty with all new systems.
We'll also install it next day, guaranteed, or we'll give you $500.
See why Peterman was voted one of Indy's best and let our family take care of yours like no one else can.
Visit PetermanHVAC.com to schedule today.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is caught.
There you go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh, my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
That is Wrestler! Wrestler! Whoa!
the poster and gets the highlights.
Now he takes the look away, and he puts it away.
The Bruins fall tonight in, rather significant fashion by the score of 68-27 to third-ranked Westfield, who bounces back from their first loss of the season last night. Just, wouldn't say down the road, but across the road over in Brownsburg in Hoosier Crossroads Conference play. Tonight's game presented in part by Erdl & Company. Benefit Solutions. Log on to erdlandcompany.com to find out more. By Forum Credit Union, helping people achieve their financial dreams for over 80 years. Innovative products and services. Visit them online, forumcu.com. By Franciscan Sports Medicine. Visit franciscanhealth.org/sports training for more. By Galitko and Daily Work Injury Lawyers. Learn more at indianaworkers.com and indymalpractice.com. By Indiana State University, where Sycamores continually prove that real game changers wear blue. By Recruit Productions. Want to play in college? Have Recruit Productions tell your story. RecruitProductions.com. By Pro Team Wellness, we're changing how first responders, athletes, and adults receive and participate in mental wellness. And by Wabash College. Visit Wabash College today at wabash.edu. Scoring for the Shamrocks, 21 for Nick Book, 10 for Caleb Wise. Only two players in double figures. 9 for Harvey, 8 for Morton, 8 for Melvin, 7 for Hafner, 3 for Buchanan, and 2 late in the game for one of the reserves off the bench in Jalen Malone. For Tri-West, 8 for Ryan Miller, 7 for Drew Miller, 4 for Max Robertson, 3 for Jimmy Sorgi, 2 for Landon Gardner, and 3 for Jack Oldham. We'll take this time out. We'll come back and wrap it up from Tri-West next. All Shamrocks this evening on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Pro Team Tactical at first was a company about rehab. It was about getting the point of injury to getting these men and women back to work.
We wanted to provide the same level of health care and access to firefighters that athletes are experiencing from middle school all the way to professional level.
We're getting our firefighters better care, and we're getting them back to what they signed up to do. They signed up to be firefighters.
We want to go to work. We don't want to be off. We don't want to be at home. We don't want to be sitting on the couch. We want to go to work.
They're getting seen quickly. They're getting the best care, the best equipment.
They built this beautiful facility out here at our IMPD Training Academy. When the officers come in here, we've got our brand and our logo everywhere. So their full focus, they're not sitting around waiting to engage with IMPD. They are immersed in IMPD, and they are part of our family.
We plan on servicing all fire departments, all EMS, all police departments throughout the state of Indiana.
Got fouled, got the dunk, got the poster, and gets the highlights.
Now he takes the look away, and he puts it away.
No need to belabor the point much longer. You see some of the past success of this Tri-West football program. Mark Hayes, Chris Call, and others that have put this together here in this community on the northwest corner of Hendricks County tonight. Not a banner night for the Bruins. They'll be okay. Again, Westfield 12-1 at the 4A level. Tri-West 10-4 at the 3A level. Jan, final thoughts and kind of where these teams go from here with now 5 weeks of the season left to go.
Well, things don't get easier for Tri-West. They go back to Danville, a team they struggled with a little bit earlier, so they've got to forget about this one pretty quick and get ready for a really good Danville Ball Club. I'm going to be really interested in Westfield, how they match up against Avon, because I think Avon matches up with them pretty well. And then obviously February, the big one at Fishers, be really interesting for those two matchups against Westfield.
Shamrock fans, as of now, this is the last time we have your team this season. 2-0 on the ISC airwaves. Tri-West will try it again next Friday night when the Bruins visit Danville. And John Herrick, Bill Fenlon have that call from Danville. Free stream at ISCSportsNetwork.com. We hope you can join us there. Our next game on MyIndy TV is Lawrence North and New Pal. That is Wednesday night at 7:30. For Jan Bozier, our entire ISC Sports Network crew, this is Greg Rakestraw. Good night from Tri-West. All Shamrocks tonight. They win by 41 on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at IndianaWorkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to IndianaWorkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't.
At Forum Credit Union, we help members plan for life's major milestones. Our team of wealth advisors work with members at every stage, from changing jobs and 401ks to creating wealth plans for future generations. Learn more at forumcu.com.
Got fouled, got the dunk, got the poster, and gets the highlight.